when we intertwine our essence with another, we become a living, breathing symphony of emotions, dreams, and shared experiences. Our very being expands, reaching new heights and depths we never knew existed within us. And when that connection is severed, oh, how we ache. It's as if the universe itself has been torn asunder, leaving us adrift in a sea of longing and loss. Yet within you lies an infinite wellspring of strength and resilience. The power to mend your fractured heart and emerge whole once more is yours to claim. It may seem an insurmountable task, but with patience, compassion, and a touch of cosmic wisdom, you shall rise anew like a phoenix from the ashes of what once was. Now let us delve into the art of letting go, of releasing that which no longer serves your highest good. For in this release, you shall find the seeds of your own rebirth, waiting to blossom into a life more vibrant and authentic than you ever dared imagine. Are you ready to embark on this transformative odyssey? Then let us begin. In this reading, we uncover the secrets that will set your heart free. Let's waltz together through the intricate steps of this universal truth. Change, in all its wild and wonderful forms, is the very heartbeat of existence. It is the rhythm that makes our souls dance, even when our hearts are heavy. Imagine a majestic oak tree. It stands tall and proud, its branches reaching for the sky. But even this mighty giant must shed its leaves in autumn. Does it resist? Does it cling desperately to the leaves, fearing the bare winter? No, my dear. It obeys the cycle, knowing that spring renewal awaits it. You are like this oak tree. Your love, your connection to the twin flame was a glorious summer. But now the seasons are changing. The ancient sages understood this dance perfectly. They spoke of this world of fleeting joys and sorrows. They knew that to resist change was to bring suffering upon ourselves. So how do we embrace this cosmic choreography? Start by acknowledging your pain. Feel it fully without judgment. Say to yourself, "This too shall pass." Let these words become your mantra, your anchor in the storm of emotions. Next, practice the art of non-attachment. This doesn't mean becoming cold or emotionless. Rather, it's about holding your experiences lightly, like delicate butterflies in the open palm of your hand. Admire their beauty, but don't try to cage them. Remember that every ending is a beginning. When one door closes, the universe opens a window. Your task is to be brave and climb through it. What adventures await you on the other side? What growth? What self-discovery? What new love? When you find yourself resisting change, pause. Take a deep breath and ask yourself, what am I afraid of losing? Often it's not the person we cling to, but the dreams and identities we've woven around them. Recognize that you are potentially a whole and complete being, both with and without your twin flame. Embrace uncertainty as your new companion. Let it excite you, not scare you. For in uncertainty lies infinite possibility. As the poet Rainer Maria Rilke beautifully said, live the questions now. Perhaps gradually, without noticing it, you will live to see the answer on some distant day. And finally, dear ones, celebrate change. Yes, celebrate, because every shift, every loss, every new beginning is evidence of your growth. You are evolving, expanding, becoming more of who you are. And isn't that wonderful? So dance, my dears. Dance sparing no effort through the changes that life brings. Let go of the need to control the music and just move to the rhythm of the universe. For in this surrender, in this cosmic waltz, you will find a freedom so sweet, so profound, you will wonder why you resisted at all. Gather close and listen well, for I'm about to share a secret that has the power to transform your entire perspective on love and loss. The world may tell you that a relationship that ends is a failure, but I say to you, there is no such thing as failure in love. Think of your twin flame journey as a magnificent tapestry. Each thread, each color, each knot and loop has contributed to the breathtaking whole. Now, just because the weaving has paused doesn't mean the tapestry is ruined. No, dears, it simply means this particular pattern is complete and it's time to begin a new design. Let's reframe this experience, shall we? Instead of seeing it as a failed relationship, view it as a successful chapter in your ongoing love story. This chapter has taught you invaluable lessons about yourself, about love, about what you truly desire in a partner. These are not failures, but precious gems of wisdom that will guide you towards even greater love in the future. Remember that love is not a destination, but a journey. Each relationship, each connection is a stepping stone on your path to self-discovery and growth. Now, let's talk about self-love. This is the perfect time to turn all that beautiful, radiant love inward. Treat yourself with the same tenderness, the same adoration you showered upon your twin flame. Write yourself love letters. Take yourself on dates. Celebrate your strengths and embrace your quirks. Reflect on the ways you've grown through this experience. Perhaps you've learned to communicate more openly, to set healthier boundaries, or to recognize your own worth. These are not small things, dears. They are transformative shifts that will serve you for a lifetime. Now let's talk about the future. Your heart may feel bruised now, but remember, it's not broken, it's expanding. This experience has cracked you open, allowing more light to enter. And with that light comes the potential for even greater love. The greatest love story of your life is the one you're writing with yourself. Every challenge, every heartbreak, every moment of growth is a plot twist in this epic tale. And you, my dears, are both the author and the protagonist, so pick up your pen and write boldly. Let the ink of your experiences flow freely across the pages of your life. Trust that each word, each chapter, is leading you towards a climax more beautiful than you can imagine. You haven't failed in love. You've simply graduated to the next level of your heart's evolution. Embrace it, celebrate it, and watch as your love story unfolds in ways more magical than you ever dreamed possible. Now, gather your courage and open your heart, for we're about to embark on a most sacred journey, the transmutation of your pain into pure, radiant wisdom. First, let's acknowledge the raw material we're working with, your experiences, both joyful and painful, with your twin flame. Every moment, every conversation, every touch, every tear. These are the ingredients for your personal alchemy. Don't shy away from them, dears one. Instead, hold them gently in your awareness, honoring their significance in your journey. Now, let's begin the process of transformation. Start by creating physical and emotional distance from your twin flame. This doesn't mean erasing them from your life entirely, but rather giving yourself the space to process and heal. Remove their photos from your walls, Unfollow them on social media and resist the urge to check up on them. This isn't about forgetting. It's about creating a sacred space for your own growth. As you create this distance, focus on self-care activities that nourish your soul. Perhaps it's taking long walks in nature, losing yourself in the pages of a good book, or expressing your emotions through art or music. These acts of self-love are like adding heat to your alchemical process, helping to transform your raw experiences into refined wisdom. Now, let's delve into the art of reflection. Set aside time each day to journal about your twin flame experience. But here's the key. Instead of dwelling on what went wrong or what you've lost, ask yourself, what did this relationship teach me about myself? How have I grown as a person through this experience? What qualities did I discover in myself that I want to nurture further? What boundaries did I learn to set? And how can I maintain them in future relationships? Remember the words of the great Carl Jung. I am not what happened to me. I am what I choose to become. You are not defined by the end of your twin flame relationship, but by how you choose to grow from it. As you reflect, you may uncover patterns or behaviors that no longer serve you. Perhaps you realized you tend to lose yourself in relationships, or that you struggle with expressing your needs. These insights are pure gold, my dears. They are the stepping stones to becoming the highest version of yourself. As you move through this process, you'll begin to notice a shift. The pain that once felt overwhelming starts to soften. In its place, you'll find a deep well of compassion for yourself, for your twin flame, and for all beings who have experienced love and loss. This compassion is one of the most precious pearls of wisdom you can cultivate. Finally, dear one, remember that this alchemical process is not linear. Some days you'll feel like you're making great progress. Other days you might feel like you're back at square one. Be patient with yourself. Trust the process. Each step, each stumble, is part of your transformation. And now, we approach one of the most profound and transformative practices on your journey of healing. The art of loving release through forgiveness. This is not a simple task, but a sacred undertaking that has the power to set your spirit free and open your heart to new dimensions of love. First, let's understand what forgiveness truly means in this context. It's not about condoning hurtful actions or forgetting what happened. It's not about forcing yourself to feel warm and fuzzy toward someone who may have caused you pain. No, dears one, forgiveness is about freeing yourself from the burden of resentment and allowing your heart to heal and expand. Begin by acknowledging the full spectrum of your emotions. It's okay to feel anger, hurt, disappointment, or betrayal. These feelings are valid and important. Sit with them, honor them, but don't let them become your permanent residence. Remember, forgiveness is not a one-time event, but an ongoing process. Some days it will feel easier than others. On the difficult days, be gentle with yourself. As you work through this process, you may find it helpful to write letters to your twin flame, letters you'll never send, but that allow you to express your feelings fully and move towards forgiveness. Now let's talk about the memories you shared with your twin flame. It's tempting to try to erase them or to view them through a lens of bitterness. But there's another way, a more healing way. can you hold these memories with gratitude, even as you let them go? Can you appreciate the joy, growth, and love you experienced, while accepting that this chapter has closed? This is where the true art of loving release comes in. It's about holding your experiences lightly, with an open hand rather than a clenched fist. It's about saying, thank you for the lessons, for the love, for the growth, and then gently letting go. As you practice this loving release, you'll find that it extends beyond your twin flame. You may discover a new capacity for forgiveness in other areas of your life. This is the ripple effect of your healing work, touching not just your own life, but the lives of those around you. Remember the words of Buddha. Holding on to anger is like drinking poison and expecting the other person to die. Forgiveness is the antidote to this poison. It's a gift you give yourself, freeing up your emotional energy for new experiences, new connections, and new love. As you move through this process, you may find that your perspective on your twin flame shifts. Instead of seeing them as the source of your pain, you might begin to view them as a catalyst for your growth. You might even feel a sense of gratitude for the role they played in your journey. Finally, dear one, remember that forgiving your twin flame doesn't mean you need to reestablish a connection with them. You can wish them well from afar, sending love and light without needing to engage directly. This is part of maintaining healthy boundaries as you continue your healing journey. The art of loving release through forgiveness is one of the most powerful tools you have for healing your heart and opening yourself to new love. It's a practice that requires patience, compassion, and courage. But the freedom it offers, the lightness of being, the expansion of your heart is beyond measure. So, we've arrived at a pivotal moment in your journey, the glorious rebirth of your soul. This is not just about moving on. It's about rediscovering and reimagining the magnificent being you truly are. It's time to shed the cocoon of your past relationship and unfurl your wings, ready to soar into new realms of self-discovery and personal growth. First, let's acknowledge the profound truth of your being. Ancient wisdom traditions speak of our eternal nature, that we are at our core beings of pure consciousness, knowledge, and bliss. The pain you feel now is but a temporary veil obscuring this radiant essence. Your task, dear one, is to peel back these layers of illusion and reclaim your true self. Embark on a journey of self-exploration. Try new activities that pique your curiosity. Have you always wanted to learn to paint? Sign up for an art class. Interested in yoga? Join a studio. The key is to step out of your comfort zone and discover new facets of yourself. As you do this, you'll begin to see that your identity is not tied to your past relationship, but is an ever-evolving, beautiful tapestry of experiences and passions. Delve into the wisdom of great thinkers and spiritual teachers. Read books that challenge your perspective and expand your mind. The words of great sages can be powerful guides on your journey of self-discovery. As you absorb their teachings, reflect on how they apply to your own life and growth. Now, let's talk about the power of solitude. In our society, being single is often seen as a temporary state to be quickly remedied, but I invite you to view this time differently. This is your opportunity to fall deeply, madly in love with yourself. Take yourself on dates, to museums, concerts, or simply a picnic in the park. Treat yourself with the same care and consideration you would a beloved partner. Reconnect with your body, the temple of your soul. Engage in physical activities that bring you joy and vitality. This could be dancing, hiking, swimming, or any form of movement that makes you feel alive. As you strengthen your physical body, you'll find your emotional and spiritual strength growing as well. Remember, dear one, that this journey of rebirth is not about becoming a new person, but about uncovering the magnificent being you've always been. Embrace the adventure of possibility that lies before you. Your life is an open book, with blank pages waiting to be filled with new experiences, new connections, and new love. But remember, the greatest love story you'll ever write is the one between you and yourself. Depth of your capacity to love. Honor it, feel it fully, but do not let it define you. Visualize yourself stepping into a future bright with possibility, where your heart is open to new love and experiences. Be gentle with yourself as you navigate this transition. Some days will feel lighter, others heavier, and that's perfectly okay. You're not meant to rush this process, but to move through it with grace and self-compassion. As you release the grip on what was, you create space for what is yet to be. The love you shared will always be a part of your story, a beautiful chapter in the book of your life. But now, dear one, it's time to turn the page and begin writing anew. Trust in the wisdom of your heart, for it knows the way forward. You are stronger than you know, more resilient than you believe, and more loved than you can imagine. Step into your power, embrace your journey, and watch as the universe conspires to support your healing and growth. Your greatest love story, the one with yourself, is just beginning.